That's great. Presented by Wearable Fandom and coming to you live from the Sinclair Broadcasting Group studios for the second time. Welcome to Where Mighty Things, episode number 43. And we are live here, recorded on October 2nd. This is a podcast all about the Roosevelt's brand and community. And if fandom, fashion, and friends sounds like fun, well, my friends, you came to the right place. To receive all of our content updates, please like and subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications of new content as it releases. It's great to be back with you guys after exploring the world and seeing all the things I could see aboard a cruise boat to the Dominican Republic. I am back. I am here. And as always, I am joined by my incomparable co-host and primary antagonist, John Madigan. John Madigan, welcome back to the podcast, bro.
Thank you, buddy. How you doing?
Good, man. You guys did a great job without me last week, and seemed very curious about what I was going to be doing while I was on the boat.
Well, we knew exactly what you're going to be doing on the boat. We looked like you were having a great time on the swingers cruise. How was that, my friend?
Well, it was swinging.
it was swinging, I'm sure, man. Yeah, but it definitely. I definitely hope that you had a great time, and I hope you bring some of that energy to the Roosevelt's cruise. I'm glad to hear though that you and your you and your significant other though had a good time though.
We did. We celebrated her birthday. We went around Miami and South Beach the night before, and then got on the boat. It was a Virgin Voyages boat this time, the Valiant Lady. And what was interesting is that the boat was threading between two different tropical storms out in the Atlantic. So we didn't have too much in the way of rough weather, but they were just driving around and steering clear of the storms. And, for the most part, we just ate, drank, and didn't notice.
Okay, so I don't know how that reflected on the stream. You were very discombobulated the whole time you were just speaking. The quality, you were frozen. I don't know how that looked on the stream for everybody else, but for me, you were just completely all over the place. So I'm hoping now you're okay. Now you're okay.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it went out well on the recording at least.
I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Orlando, actually recording on the road, which is why I don't sound good. Maybe not sound as good as I normally do. I've got my little microphone here. You remember these little mics?
And, I do remember those. Yeah, and we will definitely be using those next week when we are finally back and together again at New York Comic Con.
That's right. Yes. We're going to talk about that today, and we got Sal and Daniel joining us here. And Sal said that the stream came through fine, so he didn't notice any noises. So it's all on Staten Island.
Right. So this is a Staten Island problem, of course. Okay. Well, definitely glad to hear that you're coming back, and of course, I'm always happy to see you, my friend. What are you going to be? Did you get your badge yet? I feel like the last time we spoke 2 weeks ago, you had said to me that your badge was either not approved yet or was not finalized yet. Do you have a ticket to New York Comic Con?
Yeah. So the situation was that I had not been approved. I had applied. So the way that it works is if you're a professional, you can apply. And if they approve you, then they let you buy a pass for 4 days. And so I had applied, but I hadn't heard back. And I did get approved. So there you have it. So yeah. So I think I have to pick my badge up at will call, which is going to be a little crazy, but it is what it is. And I will get my badge and I'll have a good time. So I'm pretty stoked. It'll be good to see you again in person.
Yes, always glad to see you in person, my friend. And so, I mean, obviously, you and I were both very excited to see what the Roosevelts have in store for us. But you do a lot on your channel, Wearable Fandom, and on the Fandom Traveler, and you kind of give some walkthroughs and whatnot. Do you have a list of some of the other booths that you're looking forward to going and checking out? Or if there's any specific panels that you're hoping to get into and take a look at? What is it that you're looking forward to seeing at the con and hoping to cover on your channel?
Well, I will answer that question in just a second, but before we get too much further, let me ask you what you are wearing, my friend.
I am wearing, well, I mentioned last week on the show that it was starting to get colder, and we are here. It's the beginning of spooky season. The weather is changing. It is starting to get colder for sure. So we are back in hoodie season. This is going to be I believe this is the Aztec Pastels performance hoodie. So threw that on as I walked in the door 20 minutes ago. Because it is definitely getting cooler. No more, it's still a little bit warmer the other day, but definitely. Coming home in those early mornings, it is starting to get cool, my friend. What are you wearing today?
Well, I mean, you notice I'm not wearing a Kunu. I'm actually wearing the Moonwalk Snoopy crew neck vintage tee, which is a
Ooh.
really cool shirt. I've had my disagreements with the crew necks and the designs, but this one's perfect. It's just the front. It's a black shirt. It's the distressed cotton. Feels great. Not as comfortable or as soft as those San Diego Comic-Con shirts that we talked about so many times on the podcast here, but
Yeah.
it's quite comfortable, and I've been rocking my Snoopy shirt today. I have a bunch of Kunus that are packed up for the show next week, and man, when you go on the road for a couple of weeks, you sure got to take a lot of clothes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you're because you're going straight from Florida to New York Comic Con, and you were just on the
That's
Swingers
right.
cruise beforehand. So that's definitely a lot to that's a lot to do. That's a lot that's a lot to take on, and I'm sure that's a lot in luggage for you. But I'm definitely excited to see you, my friend. And there's gonna be a lot going on next week, and we're gonna be
Yeah,
recording a podcast together at New York Comic Con. We'll figure
that's
out which day
right.
we're gonna do that. Yeah, we'll line up outside the booth. And there's lots of questions going on about what's going to happen in New York Comic Con right now. The Roosevelts have been tight-lipped.
Yes.
We know there's going to be a party. We know there's going to be like a meetup party as they usually do have. But we also just learned, and it's Robert Elkins in the chat just threw this up as a question. We learned about Jay Collins' Pizza Beard Party in New York City happening in Times Square at John's Pizzeria. They have the whole top floor to themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. What do we think they will be selling? And what kind of shirt at the pizza party?
You are eager and ready to go, my guy. You are ready to
I
go.
am I
I
am
gotta,
I am I
I gotta
being
rate.
too much?
You gotta slow up. We gotta say hello to the people who came to watch this show live,
Okay,
and
you're
then
right. You're right.
we'll jump into New York Comic Con.
I got a lot
What,
on my mind. I apologize.
Depoti, what were you doing last week? Like, what was going on?
Devoted,
You
Devoted.
letting,
He
yeah,
wasn't doing what you were doing last week.
you got the yips? Did he have the yips? No, thank you, Ron, as always for pinching in. Maybe a little more notice than we've given him in the past. There have been times when we've definitely called him very last second, and he's always come through for us. But let's take a second, say hello to some of the folks that showed up here. We've got Sal,
Sal
yeah,
and just Sal.
just Sal, and just
Just
Sal,
Sal.
just the Sal. We got Daniel Perez showed up here. Nice to see you guys. Ron says that he is watching while he's waiting for his son's band's concert, which is awesome. That's great. Wish him the best. We are very excited to see Xander plays percussion. Now it's interesting. What percussion instrument do you think that Xander plays?
I got to make sure I got a percussion instrument. I got to make sure that I know what I'm talking about when I say percussion. Um,
Yeah.
let me
Usually drums involves something striking something.
striking something like my mom used to do to me.
Your mom played percussion on your head?
Yes, she did. Yes. My dad played it on my ass with a belt. So I am gonna say I'm gonna go with xylophone.
Xylophone? I like that. I want that to be true. I definitely want to be that true. Sal says he plays a mean tubular bells or a glockenspiel. Did you know that a piano is actually a percussion instrument?
I did not know that. I mean, I guess your
Yeah.
fingers striking the keyboard.
Well,
Yeah,
your finger
I
strikes
guess.
the keys, but then that triggers the hammer to strike the strings that are in the back long part of the piano, right? So that's
Oh yeah,
piano is considered a percussion.
I didn't realize that. No, that's
Yeah.
definitely interesting. Well, did you play any instruments in high school?
I played a little bit of drums. I was in the recorder band, and then, but no, I was not in band. I was a speech and debate guy. That was
Ooh.
my extracurricular activities in high school.
Oh, I can picture you doing that, and you probably did really well in it. You speak very well. I
Wait
can
a
picture you.
minute.
Yeah.
Xander plays xylophone, the bongos, and bass drums tonight.
Oh, check that out. See, I got it right on the
Check
money.
you out. You got it, man.
There you go.
That's
I know what's
good.
up.
That's good. Cool. Well, thank you guys all for showing up. We're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Now, interestingly, before we jump into, and we will talk about New York Comic Con in just a second, John's raring to go. I can hear the engine. I can hear the humming. Vroom, vroom. He's got the foot on the pedal. We want to make a programming note. So originally, John and I off air had talked about the idea of doing a live podcast from the floor of New York Comic Con. And it's really hard to believe that we're going to have the right level of Wi-Fi to do something that would be meaningful. So I think this is going to be one of the times where we actually don't have a live cast, and what we do is we end up posting a video afterwards. So, or one of the things we could do is have no video next week and then just do a live, the following week and tell everything that happened. But then it's going to be a week later. So I think it's better if we just record and then post a video of us together. And those tend to be pretty fun anyway. So lots of cameos, lots of fun stuff, right?
People definitely hop in and pop in and just to say hey and see what's going on and voice their opinion. And we've definitely had some fun ones in the past. So I would definitely be all for that.
Yep, exactly. So I think it's not a bad idea here for us to just say that we're going to do a recording. So what that means is next week there will not be a live episode. There will be a podcast episode. I'll edit it and I'll post it. We'll probably record it. I don't know. It'll probably be on Friday or Saturday, and I'll record it on.
Yeah, probably have to see when once we get the schedule of events happening,
right?
For the con, probably plan around that and see when the best time is, because you don't want to do it too early because you want to have a chance to talk about whatever things are happening, and we'll figure it out though. And Dustin, you mentioned that you're coming in on Tuesday. When do you go back home to California?
Monday, the following
Monday.
so I'll be there all the way through Sunday evening and then fly out Monday.
Got it. Okay, well. Definitely going to be a really exciting time, and I definitely can't wait to see you again, my friend. Are you staying in the city again?
Yeah, staying in the city. And so because we talked a little bit about that, we will not have a live next week, Thursday at this time. So if you show up next week looking for us, we're not going to be here. We're going to be at the show. Hopefully, right around this time. What do we think we should be doing? Well, we might be seeing a Broadway show. We might be drinking at your aunt's bar. We might be doing a lot of things in New York, but what we will not be doing is sitting here on live talking to you guys about what's happened so far.
I think this time next week you'll be drinking a Pepsi, as far as I'm concerned. That's what you'll be doing next week around this time.
Well, all right, we're going to have to check in and see where we are on the host bet, the pool host bet that we've got. But just one last reminder: next week, no live. So now I feel that we have given people plenty of notice. There will be a podcast episode that we will post. Yes.
I don't think it's enough.
Look.
I think we should tell people
individually. Do you notice that the same folks keep showing up to the lives? And there's a reason for that, because we're consistent and they're consistent. So now we're breaking the pattern. It's very natural for them to go, hey, I bet I want to hang out with my guys and listen to Where Mighty Things on Thursday night. So we just got to over communicate it. I don't feel bad about over communicating it. So
we can air a repeat. We can air an old one.
That's fun.
We can do that. Nah.
Well,
screw you guys.
Well, anyways, we'll do it. Screw you guys. Re-air the very first episode of Roosevelt's Radio.
Exactly. That was a fun message we got the day after.
Hey guys, I'm Scotty.
And we strongly advise you changing the name of your podcast.
Yeah. He was nice about it, though. He was nicer than he needed to be. He was nicer than he needed
absolutely. To be. He's like, I really can't force you. He's like, but it would be really appreciative if you show up because we love you. Oh, Ron,
that's
thank you so
nice,
much.
Ron. Thank you so much. We enjoy hanging with you guys too.
We love you too, Ron, for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, now the Love Fest is over. Let's talk about the NFL pool bet. Then we'll dive into NYCC, which is going to be a really big event. And then lastly, we're going to talk about some of the drops in spooky season and things that have happened since last time. You guys did a great job, as always. No surprises. I was listening to the podcast I was like, oh man. And I was playing along with you guys. I was like, oh, which shirts did I was having a little bit of withdrawal, post withdrawal of like, oh man, which shirt would I pick if I was here? Oh yeah, Ron's persuading me. I think that might be the right one. So you guys did a great job. Thank you for getting by without me. Let me
Of course, hey,
go off and have that fun.
Oh, yeah, we know you had a lot of fun, my friend. I'm
Yeah.
definitely glad that you had a good time, and I always had a great time talking with Ron. He's the best. But yeah, so moving on to football. Dustin, we made a bet that whoever loses, if one of us loses before New York Comic Con, the loser will have to drink Pepsi throughout the entire day of New York Comic Con, and we'll have to drink any Pepsi that's given to him. As
That's
well.
right.
So if somebody comes up and buys one for it, you have to drink it. There will be no drinking of Coke or any other liquids, no alcohol, nothing else. And so, Dustin, what team did you pick last week?
Last week I picked the. I don't remember. Did I?
You don't remember?
Well, hey, I'm a busy guy.
Well, I think you had told me that you picked the Bill. No.
No.
Did you tell me you picked the
Buffalo?
Yeah, I think you told me you picked the Bills.
Yeah, I think that's right. But then again, I picked them this week too.
Well,
so something's wrong.
That is definitely not what you picked. Then you cannot pick them. You cannot pick them twice. Okay.
I wonder if I screwed up. Am I out? No, I made a pick.
No, if you made a pick this week, then you're good.
Yeah.
I will say that I had went ahead and I picked the Lions. I picked the Detroit Lions to win. They absolutely crushed it, and so I am really glad that I picked them. And so I am moving along. Dustin, I'm going to try and see if I can find out who you picked.
I'm looking right now.
Let's see, week 4.
There we go.
All right, Dustin. You picked. It looks like you picked Denver. You picked Denver.
Oh yeah, that's right. I picked Denver.
You picked Denver.
Yeah, because I picked Buffalo this week. I picked Buffalo this week.
Got it. So we both won. We both made it through. Really exciting. Dustin, did you think you were going to make it through this far?
Yeah.
Did you think it's going to be over? Okay. Well, you've kind of have said that this you're more interested in beating me than you are winning this entire thing, and so I wasn't sure.
Damn straight.
So I wasn't sure, how excited or are you regularly watching the games? How are you?
Yeah, this is the most fun. So my favorite sports are number 1, hockey, number 2, baseball, and number 3, sumo wrestling.
That's right. Sumo wrestling is a weird one. That's not one that you typically see or hear of. So that's.
I'll tell you, I should do a whole series on sumo wrestling alone. Like, it's actually pretty incredible. And people who like pro wrestling, it's not the same thing. Obviously, it's not sports entertainment. It's actually a competition. But there's narratives and stuff like that. There's guys who are trying to get promoted. There's guys who are trying to stave off relegation. There's guys who get injured real bad and come back in big ways. And so there's a lot to it. So I should do a separate episode just about sumo. But sports I don't care about, football. Like, I don't really care about football. Like, I know football's huge here, but I don't. It's just not a sport that I will watch it if it's on. Basically, is right. And I root for the 49ers. But I'm more of a casual fan. And when the Super Bowl's on, I go to the party because the snacks are great and the commercials are good, and maybe one of the teams is interesting too. So I'm not really a fan. So it's not only great to still be in the pool because a lot of real hardcore football fans are out, but also because I still have a shot to beat you.
Right, exactly, and I am here to beat you, my friend. So I'm really glad to say that we both made it through. And in chat, if you guys made it through, I definitely want to know and hear who you're voting for this upcoming week that starts tonight with the was it the Los Angeles Rams against the 49ers, I believe.
Yes. 49ers going to win that. So now here's the hard part here, John, because if neither one of us gets knocked out this weekend, then the bet is a push.
Well, it's got to push the envelope, baby. We got to see.
Push the envelope. What, from one side of the table to there? I wrote a number down here. I'm pushing it across.
we got to raise this tax as far as I'm concerned. So I think if neither one of us make it out, then I think we figure out a way to make this even more interesting. But Dustin, you picked the Bills this week. I have a very interesting pick that I'd like to pick. I'm trying to figure out a way to pick it. I want to put my money on Air Bud.
On what?
Air Bud. I don't know. Do you remember
Air Bud?
Air
the
Bud.
Movie?
Yeah. Yes. I decided that I think Air Bud should. I think Air Bud should be the one that is the person who I want to pick. Who I think he's great. I think he's amazing. Do you remember the Air Bud movies?
Yeah, but one, it's a dog. Two, it's basketball. How are you going to pick
No.
Air Bud?
No. So you don't know about the Air Bud franchise. There's an Air Bud. There's a whole Air Bud
cinematic
franchise.
Universe.
There is an Air. But there is an Air Bud cinematic universe though. So there's Air Bud Golden Receiver, where he has the football. Hold on, I'm going to upload the picture right here in my background. So that's Air Bud Golden Receiver right there, and I choose him. Now,
that's awesome.
Right now, I guess my question is, if Air Bud was signed to like the 49ers, how many plays, not how many games, but how many plays would it take for the dog to be dead?
For the dog to be dead?
For the dog to be dead.
I don't know. That's a hard one. Let's whoops. What happened?
You're just getting rid of me.
Oh no, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to
I think you are.
I think you are trying to. Here we go. No, I wanted to I want to share the screen. Yeah. I want to see Air Bud.
I can't see anything. Oh my God.
How about now?
Yes, Air Bud Golden Receiver.
Here's the trailer.
Yes, there you go. Yes, Air Bud Golden Receiver. Right, he used to play basketball, and now he learns how to. So they're just punting a football at this dog's head. And I just think it's hilarious. Look at this dog go. And he's part of the team, though. He's there, and he's there to play the game. He's there to win. He's got his headgear on and everything. Because they're just punting this thing. See, they're just throwing it at him. And so I'd like to think, if Air Bud was in the NFL, how many plays would it take before the dog is dead? Like if you're Aaron Rodgers, are you going after the dog? Are you sacking the dog is my question.
Am I sacking the dog? Hell yeah, I'd sack the dog.
Yeah, you'd sack the dog. See, there you go. See, he just goes above. And so I am voting for Air Bud. That is who I'm. He's got my choice. He's got my vote. There you go. See, he's got this. You thought I was joking.
I did not think you were joking. But I did not realize the expansion quality of the Air Bud franchise.
Did you know they have a so I went down a rabbit hole of Air Bud. I didn't know they have a book deal. They had a
whoa.
Yeah, no, they have a they've gone through a lot. There's 5. No, there's 5 Air Bud movies. And then
5
there's the
Air Bud movies.
There's 5 Air Bud movies, and then they have the Air Buddies franchise because he has children, and the dog has, and then they learn how to play sports as well.
Oh my gosh! So first of all, you mentioned now I know why Deflategate was a thing, because the only way the dog can catch the ball in its mouth is if there's like a little bit of air out of the ball so that they can bite into it and hold on to it with their teeth. So,
right. I mean, so that may have been Buddy. That may have been also another thing I learned about Buddy that I did not know was Air Bud. That dog right there is the same dog from Full House. That's Comet from Full House.
Whoa.
I didn't know that. That is a very impressive dog. He's done a lot.
Wow. That's amazing.
My vote's for Air Bud. I'm trying to find a way to put him in the pool. I believe Air Bud's the next winner. So, and I'm going Air Bud all the way.
Too bad we never got an Angels in the Outfield Air Bud crossover.
Right to Disney. To Disney. I think
if there's money in it, they would do it.
There is I think I'd support it. If you give the Air Buds, yeah.
Gabe says next week's. Yeah, go ahead.
Can next week's episode just be the trailers for the Air Bud and Buddies movies? Yes, it can. Yes, it absolutely can. That's all we're discussing at New York Comic Con. Air Bud Field of Dreams.
Air Bud Field of Dreams. Air Bud on Ice. Ron says, when does Air Bud co-host the podcast?
Air Bud is going to be the co-host every time Dustin is away on a swingers cruise. I am all for Air Bud.
Oh my gosh!
So
funny. There was a question earlier if we don't settle the bet, if neither one of us lose this weekend, and then do we both have to drink Pepsi? And the answer is no. If we don't settle the bet this week, then it's a push. And then I think we will decide whether or not we will continue this bit. I think we'll both continue to play in the pool, but we'll have to decide if we're going to continue the bit.
I feel like we got it. I feel like we're 5 weeks in at this point. I feel like we have to.
But I mean, you wanted the loser to basically do some life altering things.
I did, because I think this should affect a lot of things, and I think our friends of the podcast would definitely have fun with that too.
Oh sure. Well, I think they definitely would love that. But so if we don't settle it this week, we'll go back and figure out what a new appropriate bet should be, or we could just celebrate that we're both great and at least good for 5 weeks of football eliminations, right?
I'm getting nervous.
You're getting nervous?
I'm getting nervous. Getting a little nervous. I always get a little nervous though. Well, I'm just, it's been 5 weeks and I'm hoping I keep trucking. I mean, I just feel like I'm expecting to lose at some point. And but you got confidence. I know, Dustin, you got confidence. So I'm not,
yeah,
we'll figure this out.
I mean, it's going to get harder and harder because I'm going to have fewer teams to pick.
Yeah, I mean, we all are. But no, for this week though, I am picking the Dallas Cowboys. They're playing against the New York Jets. Jets have been terrible.
Anybody against the Jets is a lock.
Exactly. So I am really hoping the Dallas Cowboys, come through.
Man, I never thought I'd have to root for the Jets.
I know, right?
And for the Cowboys. What a disgusting position you've put me in.
Well, I just think it's a good way to get that one out. Get the Cowboys out of the way. I feel like this is a good way to do that. So I don't know. Yeah. I was honestly going to go with the Rams tonight, but then I was looking at it more. I was thinking about it more, and I decided to go with the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, I see that Danimal Chatfield has arrived and says, "Go sports teams." Wearable Phantom says, "Score point, do the thing."
Good point. It's funny, you just mentioned Danimal. We're gonna just very briefly go over this real quick. It just reminded me in my head. Were you aware that there is an R-rated Muppets movie?
An R-rated Muppets movie.
Are you aware of that?
No.
You said Danimal. Animal just kind of reminded me in my head. So,
okay, go ahead. What is it?
No, continue. What were you going to ask me?
No, I mean, I was just thinking of Team America.
Nope.
But
This
that's
is
not Muppets.
Henson. No, this is Henson Muppets.
Okay. Oh, wait a second. Henson Muppets. Like, I don't think the Dark Crystal or any of those movies were rated R.
That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
So there is a movie by Brian Henson, Jim Henson's son, called The Happy Time Murders, and it's by a studio called Henson I think it's called Henson Alternatives, and it's an R-rated Muppets movie comedy with a bunch of Henson Muppets, starring the Muppets and Melissa McCarthy and Joel McHale, and it is it's an R-rated Muppets movie. The trailer is absolutely hilarious. Not a lot of people know about it. It's called The Happy Time Murders, though, and it came out a couple of years ago. I say a couple, maybe 6-7 years ago. Did extremely poorly at the box office. And this is just, we've been talking about Muppets, and this feels like something that not a lot of people know about. I was curious to know if you had ever seen it or heard of this, and knew it existed.
Somehow I feel like I've heard of it because when you said it, it was like, oh yeah, but I don't remember seeing it. So I'll just go with no, I have not.
No, okay. Well, it's a dumb comedy. It's a dumb fun comedy. And I think it's worth the watch once, but there's also a reason why there's no sequel. They didn't make another one of these. And there's I think there's a reason for that. I don't think a lot of people were too happy about that. But in movies like that, people they see like the picture, they see the puppets and whatnot, and I can't imagine the amount of parents that like walk into something like that and don't do their due diligence and don't read into it, and they just bring their kid into it. Kind of like Seth Rogen's Sausage Party. When Sausage Party came out, there was a lot of
Still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. You glitched out.
Sausage Party.
Yeah. So I think it's really funny. I definitely think it's funny. To think about, just like parents walking in and not doing their due diligence and checking this stuff out. So, that's all. I just wanted to see if you knew about that.
Okay. All right. Well, no, I did not, but I think I will check it out. And Ron says it's pretty funny. Came out in 2018. And Dan says it gives off Avenue Q vibes, which I do know Avenue Q. So there we go. Were you distracted by the sausage, John?
No. My whole screen just glitched out. I don't know what happened. The whole thing just glitched out. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Well, we'll have to figure out a new bet for the pool if we don't end up. I think you got a pretty good shot to win. If the Jets beat the Cowboys, that'll be hilarious, and you will drink deeply from the Pepsi well.
You're going down, Dustin.
Am I? I have Buffalo.
You're going down.
Buffalo's looking real good this season.
This is also true. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one drinking Pepsi, not me. So, So.
All right. Well,
all right.
Let's talk about New York Comic Con. So, as I mentioned, I'll be in New York, flying up there on Tuesday. So I'll get up there, have a couple of dinner engagements with some friends, and then it will be Comic-Con time. So it's going to be good times.
Definitely.
Are you going to be down there all 4 days of the show, John?
Yes, I have a 4-day badge. I will definitely be there all 4 days, hanging out and can't wait to see everybody. And it's going to be a great old time. I'm definitely at my happiest when I'm with all of my friends and all the insiders. And so I'm really glad and really grateful that that this happened. That we're going to be there. We're going to see everyone, and it's going to be such a good time for sure. What are you hoping that we get at New York Comic Con? Do you have any predictions? Do you have anything that you're hoping that we see?
Let me see. I'm trying a trick. I don't know if you know about this trick, but I'm wondering if there is a draft of the NYCC. Nope, I guess not. Okay, so what I was trying to do was trying to use the old slug of the website URL from the previous Everything You Need to Know NYCC and change the date. And did not work.
See if they can.
I was going to see if I could see it. So what do I think I'm going to see and expect to see at New York Comic Con? I think there will be some additional Marvel stuff that we didn't see earlier, like some more spooky Marvel. I expect that there will be a Spooky Floral Part 2 and a lot of originals. I think we'll see The Outpost, at least from Roosevelt's. And The Outpost is always good. I'm just trying to build a list of the things I want to be looking for, because last time I was more reactionary. And if I saw something, I was like, oh, that's an exclusive, I want that. I would just buy it instead of being a little bit more strategic. I would love a Spooky Spider-Man, Dan says Spooky Spider-Man. That would be really cool. New York is always a big thing for Marvel, because that's where Marvel Comics was, and still is, based in New York. And a lot of the comics, a lot of
Dustin, you're muted. I can't. I don't know if the chat can hear. I can't hear you. Chat, can you hear? Can you hear Dustin? Can you hear me? Can you, Dustin? I would definitely like to read from the chat if they can hear. They can hear me. Can they hear Dustin? I can't hear Dustin at all. Dustin just completely cut out. I can see him, but I can't hear him. Dan says no, Dustin. I can hear John, but not Dustin. Yes to John. Okay. Hey! I got the controls, guys. Hey, this is all on. Well, now we're here for the John show. I'm glad that you guys can still hear and talk to me. So that's that. And hey, that's all that. Thank you. Still cannot still cannot hear Dustin at all. It's okay though. Hey, look, as long as you guys got me, that's all that matters. Dustin knows deep down you guys come for me mainly anyway, so it's okay. It's okay. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Dustin. Hopefully he'll come down to Staten Island and we're able to go out and go down and grab some more pizza and show him some more stuff. Maybe we'll finally get to check out that Wu-Tang bar, because that would be a lot of fun. The joys of live broadcasting. Ron, we may need to call Ron in. We may need to have Ron in and join because Dustin's having some technical difficulties, unfortunately. We maybe we cut this one short. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's Dustin says no. He's struggling. He's gonna figure it out. This is the John and Macy show now. But I'm really excited to see all of you. Is there anybody in the comments who's going to be going to New York Comic Con? You definitely want to come and check out and talk to Dustin and I, because we're gonna have a great time. And hey, now it's just me. Check this out. This is the Airbud in reference to touchdown Airbud. She's going after the football herself. But I'm generally excited to see all of you. Gabe is coming. I can't. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to highlight the comments like Dustin has. But I see Gabe saying that he's coming next year. Gabe is also coming on the cruise. I'm excited for all of you guys to come and join us on that. That's going to be such a great time. I'm really happy and excited to see everybody, and we're all going to have a good time there. Still can't hear you, Dustin. No, still can't. Still can't. Still nothing there, my friend. Ron's saying that he'd like to go check out New York Comic Con at some point. Ron, I definitely hope you make it here, man. And I always tell people who are on the fence about New York Comic Con, like, if you're coming down for New York Comic Con is really cool, but if you're coming down, you're going to experience this city. I definitely think you should take some time and experience everything, and come down and still see all things that New York has to offer. Because there's a lot going on within the city and in the five boroughs. We joke a lot. We talk a lot about Staten Island, but in the five boroughs, there's a lot going on. And if you're going to make the trip down here, definitely do it right. And Robert says he wishes he was going to New York Comic Con. I really think you guys should definitely take the time. Oh, okay.
Am I
All
back?
right. Hold on. So you are back now. Yes, Dustin. What happened there, my friend?
This particular microphone died, and I
Oh
charged it,
no.
so I don't know. But you know what they say? It's like if you've got one, you have zero. If you have two, you have one. So I actually have four microphones. I could switch over and use the ones that the other Bluetooth mics. So I'm not quite sure what the deal with this guy is. Actually, it could be that I need to clean out the these have little drive storage on them. I don't know if you know that. So like if we ever record and I lose, these actually have backups that I can retrieve things from. So anyways, I had a second one, so I just
You
switched
can
over.
retrieve stuff like Air Bud, golden retriever,
I
golden
can
receiver.
I can golden retrieve. So if this one dies, then I have to switch to something else. But yeah, that's I'm a little bit surprised that the mic died because it's battery charged and I charged it, but no bueno. We'll have to figure that out later. Sorry about that, everybody. As Ron said, the joys of live broadcasting. Thank you
Now,
for covering. Also, John, that was
of
good.
course. Dustin, were you able to make a lot of content on your cruise? Were you able to, I mean, I know a lot of it
No,
was X-rated, so you couldn't film.
no, I
You
took I
know,
took the cruise off. Actually, I basically decided not to do anything. Like I just literally made. I took some photos and stuff like that, but I did not have. I had the camera with me, but I did not use it at all. And that's mostly because I'm not a cruise content creator, so I didn't feel like I needed to to make videos of the cruise. But yeah, no, I did not make anything. I was off, and I have a backlog of videos that I'm working on. So I will probably do some stuff here while I'm in Orlando, but right now it was just fine. He was prepping for the Insiders cruise. He says, "Yeah,
yes, I hope he was. I hope he was for sure.
yeah."
Insider's cruise is
So
gonna be even better though, for sure.
we were talking about New York Comic Con, and I was saying how it's the home of Marvel. What's going to be there? Spooky Spider-Man would be there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be another spooky shirt, a real limited run spooky shirt. I think they'll do some of the same stuff. The Outpost will be there. I got to get a list of shirts that I want to get together because I don't just want a reaction buy. One thing people don't always know is actually, in addition to the fact that the Outpost is a great way for them to clear out old stock, they also give discounts if you buy in volume. So if you buy
Yes.
5, 6, 7, 8 shirts, they will cut the price. So in addition to being able to buy exclusives or one of a kind or very, very limited run shirts, you can also get just returned shirts. They're all in good shape. They're all new with tags, but you can get lots of, really good stuff there. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to get a few interesting things. Is there anything you're on the lookout for the Outpost?
I mean, for me, I think, if there was going to be one that, like I would need to grab it in an instant, it would be Inventor's Daughter. That would be the one for me that I would
Yeah.
definitely hope to see. I think it's a long shot. I don't think we'll be seeing any of those. But you never know. You never know. I mean,
Mhm.
anything's possible at the Outpost. Um, I would definitely like to see a Inventor's Daughter. Dustin, if you had to pick one shirt that you'd grab in an instant, what would it be?
If I had to pick one shirt I knew I'd grab in an instant, I would probably, if I saw a Kraken, I would get it for
Sure,
sure.
of course.
And Krakens do show up at these events, right?
Yeah, Ricky
Um,
McCann scored one for sure.
yeah, not that I think that there's a lot of them left, but
No.
yeah, that would certainly be a shirt that I would love to get. But of course, I want my Celebration Trooper shirt. That's probably the one I would love to get more than any.
Oh, that would be a fun one. That would be good
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So uh, and of course, if I get Mele Kaliki Maka, like or any of the older tikis, I would love to get those.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. You asked me earlier, what are the other booths that I'm actually looking at? And Heroes and Villains, actually, I mean, this is a Roosevelt's podcast, but Heroes and Villains is another manufacturer that has some really cool stuff. They've got a number of like secret drops that they're going to be doing as well. Last year they had the Wolverine and Deadpool um, lines as their exclusives, and they had some pretty cool stuff. Like Heroes and Villains kind of blurs the line between light cosplay and actual like wearable fandom, so it fits great into the channel. So I'm definitely going to be checking out their stuff. I'll be doing a what's wearable tour, so I'll walk through and look at all the clothes that I find. So people will post that there, and then all of the other vlog type style format stuff will be over on our sister channel, the Fandom Travel.
Dustin's cut off again. Yep, Dustin is cut off again. I mean, chat confirm with me. I do not hear Dustin is. I cannot hear Dustin. Anybody in the chat just wants to confirm. Dustin, you can show me it all you want, but I definitely don't hear you. Chat, do you hear Dustin? If someone can please confirm. It's okay, Dustin. It's okay. You know, a professional would have had all this stuff ready to go, but we get it. You're still working and you're still trying to figure this stuff out. And you know, it's cute. You know, it's it's okay. You got this, buddy. Maybe maybe Dustin, if you want you. Oh, Dan said, oh, yep, Ron and Dan confirming he is out of there. Yeah, this would be a fun prank to like. We're being serious right now, but it would be a fun prank to play on Dustin one day. He's out of here. It happens to a lot of guys. It's normal, Dustin. This happens. This happens with a lot of. Dustin's grabbing another mic. He's hoping to. Oh, what is that? I don't. Is that another mic or what is that? Is that a hard? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Dustin, stop trying to be fancy. We'll just use the. Just use the internal mic from your laptop computer. No, Dustin's gonna make it more complicated. We're gonna have a third mic die on him in just a few minutes, I'm sure. Dustin, you should have checked. You should have cleared out the storage on the mic. You should have, there's a lot of things you could have done, Dustin, and it's okay. It's it happens to like makes the call to the bullpen for the lefty. Gabriel, where's Ja Rule? I need to make sense of all this. That is a great. That is a great. I forgot who said that. I mean, I know they're talking about the Fire Fest documentary because Ja Rule definitely. Yeah, I don't know why we cared at all about what Ja Rule had to say about anything about all that. Nope, Dustin, nope. That's okay. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday night. I don't know if anybody bet on one of the football games happening tonight. The LA Rams versus the 49ers. I was going to bet on the Rams, and I changed it. And so I guess right now the Rams are losing 7-0. So I guess they're in the second quarter. So I guess maybe I made a right decision by switching over. At least he's not going with those hideous Air Buds. Hey, look, I'm a big Apple guy, man. I'm a big Apple guy. So I'm definitely going to be going with my AirPods all the time. But hey, look, touchdown, Airbud. I really believe Airbud's the winner for sure. Dustin's going to try again, it looks like. Did you? Nope. Oh, he's giving me the shush. No. Well, but I would like to know in the chat, guys, if you bet on a team this week, I would definitely like to know what teams that you're picking. Did I make the right decision with the Cowboys? I am not a traditional. Oh, did we get them?
Yeah, so that's the normal microphone on the laptop, but I'm sure it sounds like absolute garbage.
No, you sound great. No, you sound fine. It sounds as good as you look.
Shots fired. All right, we'll leave it alone for now. But yeah, there's a first. That's never happened before.
That's a first. I'm sure you're saying that a lot on the cruise. This is first. This never happens. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So coming back to Comic-Con. Yeah. So there will be. You know what? Actually, I started talking about non-Roosevelt's content. And what do you know? What happens?
Scotty went in and he shut off your mics.
Scotty shut him off. Scotty shut him off. Yeah. So is that why? Yeah, that's probably why. Oh well, whatever. Man, that's interesting. Couldn't get 4 different mics to work. That's a against the odds. You know what I'm saying?
That is against the odds. you better have this stuff all ready to go for New York Comic Con. Okay. Otherwise, we may be in trouble.
No, we'll be fine for that. But this is the first time I guess I've done this on the road, like this whole setup. So anyway, sorry about that, folks. But yeah, coming back, we were talking about what we expect to see. You didn't share what you expect to see from Roosevelt's at New York Comic Con, John.
I am hoping that we see. So New York Comic Con was the birthplace of that infamous Mosh Isley logo. This is my phone case.
Yes.
But I have that infamous Mosh Isley logo that I love, and we've seen that logo on multiple different products, and they use that typically as their booth. The logo across all across the booth. I would like to think that we are going to finally get the backpack that has that Mosh logo on that we've seen, that one insider, Kyle Keller, already has. I like to think that we're going to get an exclusive backpack at New York Comic Con with that Mosh logo. That is one thing that I definitely would like to see. So that is my prediction. That is the thing I'm hoping to see.
That's great. Yeah, and we've kind of been waiting around for those. I mean, we've seen some evidence, or at least heard some comments of people saying that they were going to release those, but they never quite did. So it would be really cool if they did have those. Now, do you think that they're going to make it a Camp Kunu exclusive to pick up while you're at the event?
I think we're still seeing some bug issues with Camp Kunu. So I don't think we're going to see like a con exclusive Camp Kunu pickup until we've ironed out all of that. Although they did just come out with a really cool kind of Camp Kunu commercial,
They did,
like Spooky Season, and that I think looked really cool, and I like that. I think we're eventually going to see Camp Kunu exclusives that you pick up at conventions. I think we might be too early for that. If that makes sense.
I mean, it's not too early for us to actually bring that in here. Whoops, not that. Let me bring up that Fields notes.
Yeah.
And they basically shared this slasher on the loose. And I don't know if you actually looked closely, but you were just showing that Mosh Isley. Did you notice in the backfield that this is kind of like it's like the Mosh logos in the background with this kind of like floral leaf over top of it with obviously blood splatters on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that, and that I did notice that, and that looks really cool. And this shirt went really, really, really quick. I think when I was looking yesterday, there's only 2 sizes left in that one, and I'm sure those are all gone by now. Dustin, were you able to score one of these?
No. I mean, I'm not like a super duper slasher kind of guy, and I was happy that they did something special and that some people were able to get it, but I would probably never wear that shirt, so I didn't think it was a good idea for me to pick it up, especially because you've got to bundle it with something else. So I needed to be buying something else, and I did buy that Universal Monsters Tiki, but we'll get to that in just a second. So Ron says he was lucky to get the slasher in a 2X. Good for you, my friend. Gabe said he was bummed that he missed out on it. Yeah. So I do agree with you that there are still bugs with the Camp Kunu stuff, but the Roosevelts have often brought things out and tried them earlier than they were ready. So it would not surprise me if they did something this time around.
This is very true. This is very true. So yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty good. They only made it available, the slasher shirt, from October 1st to the 15th. Like, it would take that long. So it's an interesting pattern, right? 1, it's a unique shirt. 2, there's limited quantities. And 3, it's only available for a limited time window. So that's like 3 layers of FOMO. And 4, it's actually a pretty cool design. Like, I didn't chase it because I don't think I would wear it very often, but I'm pretty sure people are going to be happy with it once they get it. So the reason why I brought that up is because that's something that's very different than what we've seen in the past, which is usually drop zones, you buy them and they're gone. Maybe they thought it wouldn't go so fast. Like, maybe they didn't think it would be treated like a drop zone, but it kind of was a drop zone, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it kind of like it dropped and it went very, very, very quickly. I mean, it definitely they maybe took a little bit longer than a drop zone because I don't think a lot of people were aware of it at first, but I think yeah, I mean, they went quickly. People saw that, they loved it, and they yeah, it was those went quick. Those were fun, and I definitely
Yeah.
can't wait to see people wear those in person because it seems like that's going to be a good time for sure. I can't wait to see. Yeah, sometimes the shirts look a lot better in person. I'm excited to see what they do with those.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think you're right about that. There were some people that mistakenly got access to that. Did you see the reports? There were some people who were sent the email incorrectly, and then they put in
Oh no, I
orders, and
didn't.
they got follow-up emails that said, "Sorry, you weren't supposed to get that." And so they either were refunded or, well, I don't know that I saw anybody refunded, but I definitely saw some people posting that they got a notice that they weren't supposed to see that email. It was only going out to a certain tier or level, and it went out to a broader group than intended.
That I did not realize. That I
Yeah.
did not realize. No, but okay,
Speaking
but hey, look,
of bugs in the system.
exactly right. Yeah, but no, but good for those people though. Glad that they were able to score it and get it, and yeah, and it's a great shirt, and I can't wait to see people wear it in person just to see what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. So then let's shift gears here and talk about some new stuff. There were a number of new things that happened since the last thing that you guys went over was the Ninja Turtle stuff, which was pretty awesome.
Yes.
But Roosevelt's actually had a hoodie, a performance hoodie drop. So let me share the screen here. Meow, new arrivals. There we go. So we got to see a bunch of these originals. The Riot Wolf is kind of underrated. Am I right?
I agree. No, I like that one a lot. Those are my
Yeah,
colors right there. Those are
that's
that
pretty
one's
cool. You get the
that
boat
one
from
definitely
the
screams
Kraken
icon.
over here. See you later.
Yes, and then
Geopedals.
the Roosevelt's Mountains one that was a regular hoodie a long time ago. That's a throwback to that. It was white and black, but I do like the color, the kind of like the
Yeah,
tar screen. I do like the design on that. But the big one everyone talked about was Tropiglow. Um, Tropiglow dropped in hoodie form. And to me, this looked a little zoomed in. Did it not? It kind of looked a little.
yeah, yeah. This it's the same pattern, but it is like a different aspect ratio. Like it's not the same as the actual hoodie. Now, did I read correctly that these are uh, a little bit snugger fitting? Because look at the
Yeah.
price. The
So
price is $67, right?
correct. Yeah, and if you look at that first line in the description, it says slim fit, size up for more relaxed look. I mean, so we did talk about this a couple of weeks ago when these
Yeah.
hoodies first came out. Any hoodie that you currently see on the site that's $67 is a clear indicator of the sizing being messed up. On it, it uses a more slim fit fabric, which some people are actually they enjoy it a little bit more than people felt like the other hoodies were a little bit more baggier and a little bit more stretched out. Yeah, so anything that you see $67 has that new slim fit. That they didn't mean to do it that way. There was an issue in the manufacturing plant, and honestly, I mean, I think we're going to see more of these. Roosevelt's it's not uncommon for any brand to pretty much figure this stuff out within like a year in advance. At least six
Hmm.
months. So I would imagine all this stuff, as we've seen every hoodie drop we've seen so far has been that $67 price tag. Um, so I think we're going to continue to see these for the rest of the season at least, and then maybe going forward, Roosevelt's will reevaluate and see what people think about this new slim fit look, and see if they're going to continue doing these. Um, so
Check this out. This is from Adventure Time, and this is the party god. Does it look familiar?
party good. I'm
Yeah.
still seeing the Roosevelt's page. I'm
Oh,
still
you know
seeing
why?
the. I don't
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I don't see anything different.
Check
Oh
this
yeah.
out.
Oh, look at that. Oh yeah.
This
That
is the
is
party
definitely.
wolf.
Oh yeah. Well, that's definitely similar. Oh wow, check that out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, maybe this is why I like party wolf.
There you go. No, I like the party wolf hoodie. I think that is no, I think that is a really cool. I think that's definitely a really cool. And those colors are exactly what I like. That's exactly what I want for everybody. I will definitely be picking that one up. That one for sure is a great one for sure.
Yeah.
Dustin, what did you like though from this drop? Was there one? I mean, I know you like the party.
Party
Was there
wolf.
any others that you saw? Was there any others that you saw that you really you wanted to go for?
The Geo pedals and the Bad to the Herringbone designs look pretty cool to me, but other than that, I was kind of like, Party Wolf. But I'm not that big of a hoodie guy anyway. So
no, of course I know. Well, where you live, it's beautiful all the time, and so you wouldn't be able to use them, utilize them.
No. I can use hoodies. These are just too light. These hoodies. If I wear one of these hoodies with another hoodie, I just get double hood, and it just looks silly. So.
No, yeah, I get that. You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, all in all though, this was I always like when they do the kind of the Roosevelt's originals drops. I've been enjoying those a lot more. So definitely think that's been pretty cool. Yeah, unless you have anything else you want to say about that. After that,
No. Ron says I'd rather size up for the cheaper price point, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. And
yeah, no, sure, of course. Hey, look, if you can save money and you enjoy the new fit, I mean, by all means, good for you guys. That's great.
Yeah, it's been raining and cold out here now, John. We could use them. Ron says you don't want to go double hood. You never go double hood.
You never go double.
They have a cream for double hood. Nicely done. Okay, then there were a few Peanuts drops for the fall, which they did a little takeover. These were kind of cute. The Snoopy Scores crew neck tee, which these look like Green Bay Packer colors to me. Am I?
They do. Yes.
What's up with that?
No.
What did the pack get something?
This was a very cool, very fun, random. I think this is a Sunday drop. Out of nowhere, these just kind of it was Sunday at 1:00 when the game started. I mean, you and I have always talked about how much of Peanuts fans we are, so I think that was really cool that they did this and we were able to. And in fact, I really like that Roosevelt Athletic Department shirt. I think that is a really cool looking shirt, and it has the Peanuts right there in the middle. But it almost takes a minute for you to even realize that. But I like that. That reminds me of like an old like high school gym T-shirt.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. But the crew neck also came out really nice, and that is definitely one that I would pick up for myself. I don't know if you purchased any of the crew necks yet, Dustin, but all the crew necks I've seen from Roosevelt's, they all have a pretty nice design to it. I do like them a lot.
I'm wearing one right now.
No, the long sleeve, the long sleeve. Like the long crew neck sweatshirts. The crew neck sweatshirts.
No. I have not ordered any of those. I like this hat, the Snoopy Scores dad hat. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, you are a dad hat kind of guy.
I'm a dad hat kind of guy. So yeah, I love the embroidery there. I love the Roosevelt's font here in the lower right. Peanuts on the back. You got the yellow stripes in the sections inside the dad hat. Pretty cool. So that was pretty neat. And then we got onto like the big drop of the week, which was the Universal Monsters, where they actually had a bunch of new shirts that came out. They had the short sleeve, they had the Scarathon, they had a Technicolor Terror, they had a Freaky Tiki. This is the one I actually bought. This is the one I actually thought this
Freaky was Tiki. Yeah, that is really, really, really cool. Always glad when we get a new Tiki shirt. We are huge Tiki fans over here on the podcast.
And look, I am not going to let this go by without pointing out how awesome this pocket is. Look how awesome and centered it is. It's bright as Frankenstein, but it looks great. It still looks great. The splash of color in the pocket there is real nice.
Well, as we know, Roosevelt's definitely, they took our advice on the pockets, and so I'm really glad they've been fixing that now. Based upon what we had to say here, we do like to think that.
Now they did have a couple of interesting things there as well. They had this. They had the Universal Monsters poster, which is kind of cool because this has got, Lon Chaney and as Frankenstein, and the Invisible Man, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Phantom. Like, there's a bunch of cool stuff there. I love that. This is pretty dope. and then on the front, this is one where like the back design and a front pocket like Universal Monsters is actually not bad. So I think they did a good job here. And then they started coming back to performance hoodies. They had the Monster Drip, which was pretty popular, and then they had the Tiki from the Black Lagoon, which is a very popular shirt. It looks like they haven't brought that back yet as a Kunu for this holiday. So maybe they're skipping a year and they're going to wait. But this is a very popular Tiki. This is one of my favorite shirts actually.
I definitely have seen you in that one a lot, so I know you definitely enjoy that one for sure.
Yeah, this is great color. Just really nice. I don't want it as a performance hoodie, but I do, of course, like the design. And so some people had to go with and get the performance hoodie. The one thing I did want to go ahead.
No, continue.
They had a coming soon Coach jacket here, which was Universal Monsters, and this is marked as coming soon, so you can't actually buy it, but you can sign up for first access. And then you basically pick the size you want, and then it'll let you know, and it'll send you an email. But this kind of has like a Raiders kind of design, like the black and silver, but you've got these cool lightning bolts, I guess you would call them, on the sleeve. And then when you open and look at the inside panel, of course, this is like a Coach jacket, but you can see the quilting on the inside is just this really cool monster design. And I was like, oh, this is a pretty good looking jacket. Like, this is probably
definitely
one that I would like to wear. So I don't know, what did you take a look at this and have a thought?
I definitely took a look at this. And in fact, I'm hoping when we go to New York Comic Con, they'll have a couple of these Coach jackets out on the rack, simply just so I can go and try them on. Honestly, I've tried on the other kind of jackets that I'm forgetting the name of them. God, what are the reversible, the bomber jackets. I've tried those on, so I'm definitely hoping that we see a Coach jacket there, just so I can try them on and get the sizing right. Because there's definitely a few of these Coach jackets that I really like. I definitely would like to definitely want to try on and just check it out. The Coach jackets look really nice. I do like that one a lot. I definitely need a
lot
of
these
jacket.
in women's.
Yes, always happy to see when we get our women's cuts. Always happy for them. And but I definitely think the Tiki is definitely the winner from that drop for sure.
Yeah. Now and then we had one more release that actually just dropped today. This is one of the things I like about doing our podcast on Fridays or Thursdays. Now if they drop the NYCC field notes tomorrow, we'll have to wait a week to talk about them, which is kind of frustrating. But it also means we get the benefit of like Thursday drops, and they had the General Mills drop today, which covered a lot of really cool stuff. They had basically it's marked as General Mills, but these are the cereal monsters, and I don't know if you're familiar with these. So I guess you were talking about how you ask your mom about them.
Yes.
And some of these characters, what they did was they took a lot of these characters and they made Count Chocula. Like, this guy is Count Chocula, and this is Boo Berry, and then there's Frankenberry. Those were like the core three. And actually, I wanted to let me stop sharing here, and then I want to switch over and actually show you what these advertisements used to look like, because I think you'll be surprised by what these things were actually. Let's see. Do we want to share a window? Let's go there to Count Chocula. All right. So now let's. So this is the first Count Chocula and Frankenberry commercial.
Oh man, look at that! Oh my god, that is so old school. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, that is a blast from the past, man. That is definitely a little bit before my time. Vitamin charged. Try to make it sound healthy. That's funny. Frankenberry and Count Chocula. There you go. I can only imagine how popular these were back in the day. Like I said, I did shoot my mom a text message. I shot her picture. I'm like, "Do you remember these?" And she said, "Yeah." She told me a story about her and her friend once cut school, and they went to the store. And they bought a box of Frankenberry cereal, and they ate the whole box in a day. They cut school and watched TV. You were a fan of these when you were a kid, Dustin?
I mean, I caught the tail end of it, but yeah, and there were two that I didn't name. One of which was Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute, and
Oh, okay.
basically,
Oh, there's a lot
these
of them.
were just cereals that dyed your milk purple, or maybe they were kind of like uh, Cocoa Krispies or any of the other cereals. They just had a lot of sugar in them. They had little monster marshmallows. That was their thing, like the little pink marshmallows, like Lucky Charms. They had like those that were kind of shaped a little bit like the monsters, but they weren't high detail. They were what we would call very low resolution.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
um,
sure. I'm sure it was good for the time, though.
yeah, it was good, but I think the whole point of that was that in addition to having the characters, they also did these animated cartoons as part of the advertisement, which is very similar to you know Frosted Lucky Charms or uh, um, tricks, like Silly Rabbit tricks are for kids, right?
Yeah.
Like there
Sure.
was kind of this big rush to like have an animated mascot. And I don't want to say that the General Mills cereals were the first to do that, although they were definitely early. So having some of these characters definitely hits a sweet spot for a lot of folks who are in the Roosevelt's demo. So this one is pretty cool to see all the faces. Um, to be honest, this definitely does hit me a little bit in the nostalgia, but I don't know that it's anything I would buy. Like I probably wouldn't wear any of these unless I was going to a very specific event.
Uh,
Um,
so I call this a BST purchase. Like for me, like this is something that I like. This looks fun, and I would wear it.
yeah,
But I think I would wait till I see somebody drop it on BST, and hope I can get it for a good price.
yeah,
Because I like the designs for it. It's not something that I'm personally nostalgic for, but because I just wasn't around for that. But I'd
yeah,
wear it. I still think it's fun, and I still think it's a good conversation starter. So if I see this for the right price on BST, I'd definitely pick it up.
yeah.
Um,
That's fair. That's fair. They had some vintage crew neck tees for Frankenberry and for Count Chocula. I think the interesting thing was the hat, because there's not a lot of hats that will have like a white on pink, and where the actual brim is also itself that same color pink. Like I could see this matching for somebody in a really good way. So this could match some dunks. I could just see these colors like working out. Maybe even if you're not a fan of Frankenberry, just the colors kind of completing a fit. So yeah,
sure,
so I mean,
definitely.
I thought it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that it happened just today. But them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks
Now,
for sure, man.
yeah. Now Ron asked me, or asked us, I should say. Um, um, oh, someone called the boxer shirt "Big League Boo," and yes, it's definitely
Yes.
when you look at enough Roosevelt shirts, you definitely start to recognize some patterns for sure.
Oh,
Um,
definitely.
but Ron actually asked us, what do we think of the drop zone from last Friday? And I am kind of curious, John, did you get a chance to look at the drop zone from last Thursday?
Yeah, last Friday, you mean?
Sorry,
Um,
last Friday. Yes.
no. You're fine. Yes, I did. I'm gonna pull it up real quick just to give myself another chance to look at it. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I did look at it. And truthfully, if I'm gonna be honest with you, this wasn't the one for me. This little spooky in the Boo Crew. Not a bad design, but not as strong as the other ones, in my opinion. I really like the other two that we've seen so far. Um, I mean, this is definitely third in my heart in terms of the. We've gotten three drop zones. This is be the third one in terms of what I think is the best. It's not a bad looking design, but I do prefer the other two compared to this one.
Yeah.
Um, what did you? I just feel like this one is not as strong to me. What do you think?
Well, I didn't see it at all because I was on a cruise and I was out at sea. And when the drop zone hit, I was neither on Wi-Fi nor cellular, so I didn't even get it. So I haven't even seen what it looks like. But
uh,
I trust you guys that if it was average, it looked green, and
yeah,
someone got theirs in the mails and it was blue.
Yeah. Well, as a colorblind person, I wouldn't be able to know anyway. So
There you go.
There
Yeah.
you go, man.
We should have another one tomorrow. Like there'll be another one. In fact, actually, I saw the. Let's see. I'm checking out the field notes here.
Yeah. So the hint for tomorrow is want some sugar with that. So definitely interesting to see. Want some sugar with that. That is and this is drop zone number 80. So definitely interesting to see. What happens there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely looking to see it, and we will definitely give our thoughts and opinions on it at New York Comic Con. And if you are in the New York City area next week, you definitely want to come up and you want to check out and hang out with us, and give us a hug and take a picture. And, let's grab a slice together, and hopefully neither one of us are drinking Pepsis this week. Yeah,
don't need no Pepsi.
Definitely don't need no Pepsi. Now, Dustin, before we, unless did you have something else you want to talk about?
No. I just want to say, hey, we're looking forward to seeing everybody next
Definitely.
week. And reminder again, no live show next week. We'll post a video of a recorded episode that we record on the floor. That'll go up the weekend or as soon as possible. So we will be off. It may be possible that you don't see it till Monday. We'll be back the following Thursday, just like normal. So just if you show up and don't see us, you understand why now.
Yeah. Now, Dustin, we haven't talked about them all episode, and we've been having, but hold back. Dustin, tell us, how are your parents doing?
Well,